10 Fascinating Facts About Marvel Superheroes. Hey there, fellow Marvel enthusiasts. If you think you know everything about the Marvel Universe, think again. Today, we're diving deep into some mind-blowing facts about our favorite superheroes that even the most dedicated fans might have missed. From unpublished storylines to behind-the-scenes creation secrets, get ready for a journey through the lesser-known corners of Marvel lore. We'll explore how Spider-Man almost joined a different team, the intriguing color changes of the Hulk, crossovers you never expected, and much more. So whether you're a die-hard comic book reader or just love the MCU movies, stick around to discover some advanced insights and technical details that make the Marvel Universe so rich and captivating. Let's get started. Spider-Man was almost part of the Fantastic Four. Believe it or not, Spider-Man's solo comic book issue, The Amazing Spider-Man #1 in 1963, features Peter Parker attempting to join the Fantastic Four. In a storyline that would have significantly altered Marvel's team dynamics, Spider-Man approaches the Fantastic Four headquarters seeking membership, thinking it would be a paid position. This narrative was Stan Lee and Steve Ditko's clever way of integrating Spider-Man into the broader Marvel Universe, which was still in its formative stages. From a publication perspective, this crossover was groundbreaking. It showcased Marvel's innovative approach to interconnected storylines, a concept that was relatively new at the time. The encounter ends with Spider-Man realizing that the Fantastic Four are a non-profit organization, and he departs, setting the stage for his solo adventures. For experts in the field, this crossover is significant because it marks one of the earliest instances of Marvel's shared universe. It also highlights Spider-Man's character development. The narrative also underscores the financial struggles of Peter Parker, adding depth to his character that resonates with readers even today. The Hulk was originally gray. When the Hulk debuted in The Incredible Hulk #1 in 1962, he was not the green behemoth we recognize today, but was originally gray. The decision for the gray coloration was made by Stan Lee to prevent any ethnic color interpretations. However, due to ink consistency issues during printing, the gray coloring turned out inconsistent across pages. By issue #2, the Hulk's color was changed to green, which was easier to print consistently. This change wasn't explained in story until much later, becoming an essential part of the Hulk's lore. The Gray Hulk persona was reintroduced in the 1980s as an alternate personality named Joe Fixit, a smarter but morally ambiguous version of the Hulk. For the aficionados, the color change opens discussions about early comic printing technologies and their limitations. It also delves into the psychological complexity of Bruce Banner's transformations, representing different facets of his psyche. This duality offers a rich ground for character analysis and showcases Marvel's willingness to explore complex themes like identity and mental health long before it was commonplace in comics. Thor's hammer Mjolnir was once held by Wonder Woman. In the rare crossover event Marvel vs. DC in 1996, fans witnessed the unthinkable, characters from Marvel and DC universes interacting. During the climactic battle, Wonder Woman momentarily wields Thor's enchanted hammer, Mjolnir. As per the hammer's enchantment, Wonder Woman's pure heart and warrior spirit deemed her worthy. However, in a twist showcasing her unwavering honor, she relinquishes the hammer, believing it would give her an unfair advantage in the battle against Storm of the X-Men. This decision ultimately leads to her defeat, but cements her integrity. This crossover is a treasure trove for experts analyzing intercompany collaborations and the narrative complexities they introduce. It raises questions about worthiness across different universes and the comparative ethics of superheroes. The event also highlights the flexibility and boundaries of magical artifacts like Mjolnir when crossing narrative universes. Furthermore, it exemplifies the mutual respect between competing comic book giants to create a cohesive and respectful storyline that honors both of their character rosters. Wolverine's first appearance was in The Incredible Hulk. Wolverine, now one of Marvel's flagship characters, made his first appearance not in an X-Men comic, but in The Incredible Hulk #180 in 1974, with his full appearance in issue #181. Created by Len Wein and John Romita Sr., Wolverine was introduced as a Canadian government agent sent to quell a battle between the Hulk and the Wendigo. His appearance was brief but impactful, showcasing his ferocity and distinctive adamantium claws. From a publication standpoint, this introduction was a strategic move to test the character's appeal. Wolverine's initial design included a mask and costume that concealed much of his identity, adding to his mystique. His positive reception led to his inclusion in the revamp of the X-Men series in Giant Size X-Men #1 in 1975. For experts, this crossover debut is significant for several reasons. It underscores Marvel's approach to character testing and audience reception. Additionally, it highlights the interconnectedness of Marvel's universe, where characters can seamlessly transition between storylines. Captain America's shield is made of a unique alloy. Captain America's shield is not just a symbol of justice, it's a marvel of science and metallurgy. The shield is composed of a unique vibranium steel alloy with an unknown third component, creating a one-of-a-kind material that has never been duplicated. The shield's creation was accidental, the result of Dr. Myron McClane's attempts during World War II to bond vibranium with steel to create an impenetrable armor for tanks. The alloy's unique properties include near indestructibility and the ability to absorb kinetic energy, which is why the shield can withstand immense impacts and return to Cap when thrown. Despite numerous attempts, neither Dr. McClane nor anyone else has been able to replicate the alloy, adding to the shield's mystique. For the experts, the shield's composition offers a gateway into discussions about fictional metallurgy and the scientific principles, or liberties, involved. It raises intriguing questions about vibranium's properties, especially when compared to other Marvel Universe metals like adamantium. Deadpool knows he's a comic book character. Deadpool, aka Wade Wilson, is famously known for his fourth wall-breaking antics. His awareness that he is a fictional character in a comic book and in movies sets him apart from virtually all other characters in Marvel's roster. This meta-awareness allows him to address the audience directly, comment on narrative tropes, and even critique the writers and artists crafting his stories. This characteristic was fully embraced starting with Deadpool #28 in the late 1990s, although hints of his self-awareness appeared earlier. His ability to break the fourth wall adds layers to his narratives, enabling satirical and self-referential humor that critiques the superhero genre itself. From an expert's perspective, Deadpool's meta-commentary opens up analyses of postmodernism in comics. It allows for exploration of how self-awareness and deconstruction of genre conventions can be employed within storytelling. Deadpool serves as a vehicle to examine the boundaries between creator, character, and audience. Iron Man was created to challenge anti-war sentiments. When Stan Lee co-created Iron Man in 1963, during the height of the Cold War and growing anti-war sentiments, he aimed to craft a character that embodied the military-industrial complex, yet remained likable. Tony Stark was a billionaire industrialist and genius inventor who profited from weapons manufacturing. Lee wanted to see if he could make readers root for such a character, effectively challenging prevailing attitudes. Iron Man debuted in Tales of Suspense #39, where Stark is captured and builds his first suit to escape, transforming from a war profiteer into a hero who uses his resources for global betterment. This narrative arc reflects a nuanced take on redemption and the complexities of technological advancement in warfare. For the expert audience, Iron Man's creation is a case study in character development set against socio-political backdrops. It allows examination of how comics can reflect and influence public opinion on war, technology, and ethics. Tony Stark's character delves into themes of personal responsibility, the moral implications of weaponry, and the potential for technology to both harm and heal. Black Panther was the first black superhero in mainstream comics. Debuting in Fantastic Four #52 in 1966, Black Panther, aka T'Challa, holds the distinction of being the first black superhero in mainstream American comics. Created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, T'Challa is the King of Wakanda, a technologically advanced African nation rich in vibranium. His introduction was groundbreaking, providing a powerful representation during the Civil Rights Movement. Black Panther's character subverted stereotypes by portraying an African nation that was never colonized and is more advanced than any Western country. T'Challa is not only a superhero, but also a scientist and a monarch, embodying leadership and intellect. For experts, Black Panther's creation is significant in discussions about diversity and representation in media. It highlights Marvel's progressive approach to addressing racial issues and provides a platform to explore Afrofuturism, the intersection of African culture with futuristic technology. Stan Lee made cameos in Marvel Comics before the movies. Long before his famous movie cameos, Stan Lee made appearances in the very comics he wrote and edited. Starting in the 1960s, Lee and artist Jack Kirby would often insert themselves into their stories, sometimes breaking the fourth wall. A notable instance is in Fantastic Four No. 10, 1963, where Lee and Kirby are depicted discussing the plot with Dr. Doom visiting their office. These self-insertions were playful nods to the readers, acknowledging the creators behind the heroes. It was an innovative technique that added a layer of meta-humor and engaged readers in a new way. For the seasoned audience, this practice offers an early example of self-referential storytelling in comics. It allows exploration of the evolving relationship between creators and their audience, as well as the blurring lines between fiction and reality. Such cameos can be analyzed in the context of narrative techniques that enhance reader involvement and the ways creators can become characters in their own stories. The X-Men were allegories for the civil rights movement. When the X-Men were introduced in 1963, they weren't just another superhero team. They were a metaphor for the social issues of the time, particularly the civil rights movement. Mutants in the Marvel Universe face prejudice and discrimination, mirroring the struggles of marginalized groups in society. Professor Charles Xavier and Magneto represent contrasting approaches to achieving mutant rights, analogous to Martin Luther King Jr.'s advocacy for nonviolent protest and Malcolm X's by any means necessary stance. This allegorical framework allowed Marvel to address complex social themes within a superhero narrative. The mutants' struggle for acceptance and equality resonated with readers experiencing or witnessing societal discrimination. For experts, the X-Men serve as a rich subject for analyzing how comics can reflect and influence societal issues. Their stories offer insights into the ways popular media can engage with topics like racism, bigotry, and social justice. And there you have it, 10 fascinating facts about Marvel superheroes that peel back the layers of the characters and stories we thought we knew so well. From unexpected crossovers and origin stories to deep-rooted allegories and meta-narratives, Marvel's rich history offers endless avenues for exploration and analysis. Whether it's the socio-political undertones of the X-Men or the intricate metallurgical mysteries of Captain America's shield, these insights not only entertain but also deepen our appreciation for the artistry and thought behind these iconic tales. So next time you pick up a comic book or watch the latest Marvel movie, remember there's often more than meets the eye. Dive deep, ask questions, and most importantly, keep that sense of wonder alive. Thanks for joining me on this journey through Marvel's hidden gems. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the worlds of your favorite superheroes. Until next time, stay super.